Oh, so that needs to be reversed. Oh my gosh. So, anyways, because you know what I mean? Like, hey y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Vanessa. Y'all can call me Nessa because we're close like that. We're close like that now. Also, don't mind the background noise. Like, tried my best to make it quiet and it's just not working. Today, our first video is gonna be a little girl talk session. Anyways, let's get into it. I'm gonna be reading my little pieces, snippets of advice on my MacBook. Also, let's just give a moment to it because, yeah. Don't be surprised because people will always project. Like, people project every little thing, and it's just so great. So peachy keen. Just realize people are professionals at projecting. When people are insecure, they have a need to humble you. Like, I don't know what it is. Recently, I just started paying more attention to it. People try to humble people for no reason. Like, babe, why do I need to be humbled? You're not failing if you try. Like, they're not trying right now. They're failing. Like, they're not trying at all. As long as you're trying, you can't fail. Even if you do good on all your homework and all that, or if you're just, like, decent at school, you can't get a 0. That's all I'm saying. Like, as long as you do your work, if you're trying in class, apply that to your life. Consistency is key. If you don't get your goal today or tomorrow, literally just keep on going. It's an abundance mindset. Things are coming to you. Good things are coming to you. You get all the good things. Like, just be happy that you're doing it. Like, if you don't enjoy something and you're just doing it over and over and over, that's gonna give you burnout. If you stick with it and you're consistent, you're gonna get what you want. If you go to the gym and you go to the gym all the time, or if you work out, or if you're walking, even walking like 10,000 steps, that actually works, okay? As long as you're consistent with what you're doing, you're getting results. Negative or positive, you're getting results. Now we're gonna talk about friends. My thing about friends is when you're making friends with people, you need to think about 3 things. Your friends affect who you are, how people see you, and how you perceive the world. If you are the kind of person who's positive and like you're outgoing naturally and all that, and you are friends with people who are naturally pessimistic, like they're rude, they're known for being mean to people for no reason, just sucky people. Let me use this example. One time I joined a friend group and I've known some of these people for like a few years, and there are a few newer girls, but I've never interacted with them in that specific friend group with all those people. Individually, I had so much fun with those girls. Like, they were amazing. But then the second we started hanging out together, or like when I transferred to their school, I started to realize that they're low-key sucky. They were not girls at all. Like, one time I saw them pull up this one girl's Instagram, and they're like, she wears so much makeup. It's not, no. Like, if you're a hater and you're hating on other people, babe, if you can't do your makeup, just say that. That was the first thing that went through my head. There was another girl, she was gorgeous. She had dark hair, gorgeous eyes. Like, she knew how to do her makeup. It was amazing. Her hair, it was just all amazing. And they're like, she wears so much makeup and she's so pretty. But, what do you mean, but? And they're like, but she uses all these filters. You do the same. Like, don't, what? Like, that was always so odd to me. Why are you penalizing someone for doing things they enjoy? If you like makeup, wear makeup. If you like dressing up, dress up. Like, it's okay. This is what I mean. Don't hang around girls who aren't girls, or just people who are rude in general. Because if you're just naturally someone that people hate being around, I think you have to do some inner work. Do some shadow work. You know what? This is actually something I was gonna bring up earlier. You know what your best friends are? Like, the best things you need? Journals. These will forever be your best friends. These are your holy grail, okay? It doesn't matter what religion, whatever. Shadow work questions, and they'll help you do inner work. Shadow work, it sounds scary. All it is are questions that you know the answer to, but you have to dig deep. If people don't like being around you, ask yourself why. Because you're surrounding yourself with the wrong people, or is it just because you make them feel bad? Shadow work will tell you. Also, one thing I really like is if you have like attachment issues, a lot of people who have wounds now hold it from childhood. So yeah, your inner teen, your inner child, and your inner adult. Listen to them, heal them, make them feel seen. Like, the best thing you can do for yourself is shadow work. Make yourself think. Get more out of life. Literally self-care. Self-care. You're holding yourself accountable. You're doing all these things you need for yourself. You're amazing. You're great. You're just eating it up right now. I feel like you know when you've outgrown your friend, or if your friend group is no longer for you. When I was with that specific group of people, deep down I knew I didn't like them. I didn't like being around them. I didn't want to deal with them at all. I've only went to one hangout with that friend group. Like, we've only hung out once. Then I just stopped talking to them completely because I just didn't like them. They gave me horrible vibes. No, I was friends with them for like a month, and then I kind of just disconnected. That was me telling myself I couldn't do it anymore. If you feel burned out when you hang around them, babe, that's literally your sign. Like, it's literally a sign. If you feel sick hanging around them, your body will reject people that aren't good for you. Like, when you're not around the right people, or like, let's use this in like a relationship, situationship kind of vibe. Or if you like them, you're either trying to convince yourself that you like them, or you're trying to convince yourself that you don't like them, or you know that you like them, but you're afraid of rejection. But you know when you've outgrown your friends, you know when people aren't for you. You just know all these things. So what's the point of lying to yourself? There's no reason. You didn't say anything because there's no reason. If you're afraid of being alone, that's a wound you need to deal with. Like, you need to figure that out. That's your business, not mine. Teasing and being mean isn't cute. I mean that. When I say one thing I don't like about teasing in friendships, at first it's all kiki, but then soon, you guys know this, eventually it starts sounding like they're holding something against you. You don't know either, because you can't tell if they're joking or not. It's not funny, babe. I had this situation. If you need something to say to these friends, I have something too. Just be like, hey, I know we tease and make fun of each other, but could we not do that anymore? Because it's starting to hurt my feelings, and I feel like you have a secret animosity towards me. Their answer to that will tell you everything you need to know. Feel like, just say, I feel bad when you do this, or I feel da-da-da when you do this. They can't be mad at you for feeling your feelings. Always walk around like you have a crown on your head. Literally, don't take that shit off. Like, never, ever, ever. A queen will never take her crown off to hand it to someone who doesn't matter. Why would she take her crown off to hand it to the jester? Walking around with a crown on your head, people feel it. It's in your energy. This is what I mean. When people are like, oh yeah, that girl energy, it girl energy, why would you let all these random people or these other people who literally do not matter take away your confidence, take away your crown? No matter what happens, walk around with your crown. Head up. If you can't stop thinking about a certain thing, write it down. Write down all the reasons why this thing is bugging you and it's making you feel this way or upset or pissed off. If you can't control something, it's not your problem. Let's think about it. You control yourself, your actions, how you react to certain situations. You control how you dress, you control your hair, you control all these things. Just saying. The things you cannot control will feel like nothing. Literally, it's just like, okay, and you typically only see your flaws. People don't actively look for your flaws unless they're insecure. Do we notice a common denominator here, guys? Unless they're insecure, no one's gonna come up to you pointing out your flaws, or they're not gonna stare at you with ill intent. They have insecurities they need to deal with, and that's just not your problem. People naturally think you're better than them because they're like competing when life literally isn't a competition. When you look in the mirror, like, go to the bathroom, go to your vanity, go wherever you have a mirror. Even open your phone camera, okay? But you open your phone camera, right? You're gonna look at it, and you're gonna be like, you're looking for competition. You know, you're looking straight at it. Like, if you're competitive, you should be competitive, because your only real competitor is yourself. If you have made no difference, no changes, no nothing, like, if you are the exact same person you were yesterday, you're a loser. I don't care. You are a loser. You're not trying in your life. You're not, like, you just don't want to. Like, you know you have the capability to. You just don't want to with any other reason. Babe, you're losing to yourself. You know how embarrassing it is to lose to yourself? There's always going to be someone better than you. Always someone bigger than you. Someone stronger than you. You could literally be at the gym and you're comparing yourself to someone who's been lifting for like 10 years. And you wouldn't know either. You don't know how long a person's been doing something, or what they're struggling with, or all that. Like, what? Someone could be better at you at a sport or something and absolutely hate it, and they'd quit eventually. Do you really want to be competing with a quitter? You don't want to do it. Sure, you're not a quitter. Quitters don't watch this. So back to the main point, your only real competition that actually matters is yourself. People can compete with you. That's not your problem. Literally, that's not the least of your problems is some other person that doesn't matter. The only person who really matters is yourself. Like, people are temporary, but the only thing that's not temporary is yourself. Confidence is not cockiness. People will judge and judge and judge you. Literally, and they will call you cocky. They'll call you all these... Some people will call you the craziest things. I swear. If you're a confident girl who's conventionally attractive, people will be like, when I first met you, I thought you were a bitch. Ew. Literally, ew. That's fucking that's literally disgusting. Like, you want to be with someone who thinks you were a bitch? What kind of friend is that? Tell me. How do you feel being friends with someone who thought you were a bitch without knowing you? Yeah. I assure you don't feel good. Just saying that right now. You're confident, they call you cocky just because they don't have your level of confidence. People wish they had your confidence. Like, they genuinely wish they could be you sometimes. Being selfish isn't bad. Being selfish is putting yourself first. Put yourself first. Literally, because the world doesn't mean what they're saying. Like, people are like, oh, be nice. But then when you're being walked all over, they're like, why are you being nice to them if they're walking all over you? Like, no. If you're insecure, people will tell you to be confident. But if you're too confident, people will call you cocky. What do you want? Like, people don't know what they want. The only person who really knows what they want is you. Be yourself. Like, it sounds really cliche. But I feel like, especially in high school or, like, in new settings, I notice this a lot in new settings. Like, if you're moving states and then you go to, like, a new school or something, or if you're, like, somewhere where you're not usually and you don't know as many people, just be yourself. Because the people who are meant to be around you, you will naturally attract. The people who you're not supposed to be around will repel. Like, they'll literally go running for the hills. This is exactly why, like, when you start changing and evolving as a person, your friend groups change, your friends change, all that changes. Like, if you have a friend crush, and for those who don't know what a friend crush is, it's just like when you see someone and you're like, oh my gosh, I want to be friends with them. Be friends with them. Like, what if you guys don't end up being friends and you guys just don't end up being friends? It's okay. Like, there's no issue with that. So just be yourself, be confident, affirm yourself, okay? Be confident when you want something. But if you're, like, witty, funny, and if you're, like, outgoing, be witty, funny, and outgoing. If you're quiet and introverted, be quiet and introverted. The right kind of person will naturally attract themselves to you. Like, you pick your friends don't pick you. But the only way you can truly be friends with them is if you're being yourself. Be 100% yourself. In your world, you're Barbie, okay? Kens will always try to ruin it. Don't let Ken ruin it, okay? That's great. When you're in Barbie world, everything's about Barbie. Literally, it's your life. Make everything about you. It's not hard. Like, people will always be like, oh, the world doesn't revolve around you. Take a globe, spin it around or something, babe, because that's literally the world revolving around you. It does. It's your life. Why would your life revolve around other people? Be self-absorbed. I'm just like, being self-absorbed isn't a bad thing, and being selfish isn't a bad thing. That's what I'm saying. People will always hate on that. Don't let them. Their voices are just background noise. Literally, it's background noise. I can't even tell you to love yourself, so you have to choose to. And if I'm, like, out here telling you, do this, do that, do that, it's only relevant if you choose to do it, which is why you get to decide if I get to be a part of your world, and I'm honored. Oh my gosh, thank you. I'm honored to be a part of your world right now. Yeah, but my point is, it's your life. Let your life revolve around you. If you make your life revolve around other people, you're gonna be miserable for the rest of your life. Think of yourself as a universe, or like the solar system. The sun is you. Everything revolves around you, okay? No matter how many things happen in your life, you know, the atmosphere could change, all that. Literally, the planet's gonna go on their side. And you know what's still gonna be in the middle? The sun. Because the sun is a star. Like, everything else around you needs you. And, like, let's be 100% honest. So you're literally the creator of your life. If you don't like your life, you can literally easily change it. You don't like your friends? Change them. You don't like your situation? Change it. You don't like your city? Pack up your bag and move. If you're not old enough, wait and pack up your bag and move. Like, it's okay. It gets a fix. You will never grow if you never experience. Don't ever, ever, ever let anyone disrespect you. And just because you let it happen once, they will do it 1,000,001 times to you. You don't want someone to just be mean to you and make you feel like you're less than 24/7? That's gross. Like, you should be, if you said yes, you should be icked out by yourself. You gave me the ick. Ew, like, get away from me. I might need to pepper spray you or something. Like, no. The first time they do it is just to test you, to see if you'd let them. And if you let them, girl, stand up. Get up. When they do disrespect you the first time, you tell them how it is. Like, I'm an avid person of telling them off, because literally, fuck off. You know how bullying is out? Like, it's always been out. It's never been in. But especially now, everyone will hate and shit on the bully. But since people can't bully, people will try to humble other people. And I'm just like, why are we trying to be humble? Why are we humbling other people, first of all? Why is there a need to humble other people, if that makes sense? You see? And they still never have an answer. You just confront them on the spot. You want to know something, babe? People don't expect you to say anything about it either. Because if they're making fun of you, or if they're being mean, or if they're saying anything, they're doing it because they feel comfortable doing it. Make them feel uncomfortable. Like, it's okay. Like, do it. Because if they're making you feel uncomfortable, give them back their energy, and they will see. Like, if they don't like the energy they're giving you, that's literally, that you're giving them, that's their fault. That's literally their fault, because why is it okay to make me feel uncomfortable, make me feel bad about myself, and it's not okay when I do the same to you? So anyways, guys, that was my video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so we can be besties, okay?